Hi, this is Ryan Jensen explaining the Jensen Racing Bitmoji program. So for this program, we have six variables. The first two, var x and var y. These are the x and y values for my Bitmoji, and I plug them into all of my x and y values for all of my shapes that I use, so it'll move accordingly. Same with the y value. The var frog x and frog y is the same thing, except for my Bitmoji, it's for the funky frog, so it could also move at will. Um, and the last two variables is Bitmoji speed and frog speed. So what these do is basically I just add this variable to my x variable. So over time, every single time it draws something in the draw function, the x value will move from a random number of 1 to 5. So it'll look like it's very slowly moving across the screen, or very quickly moving across the screen, depending on what number you get, which is how they race. And the frog speed obviously does the same thing. So you can see it being wrote out in the draw function right here. So the draw function means that it'll, instead of just the program running it once, it'll run it many times in a span of like 1 second. So it'll look like an animation. I have this background code right here. So every time it's drawn, instead of it just keep drawing it over and over again, it'll look like a paintbrush across your screen. It'll basically just like replace the previous drawing with just like a white background, so it'll actually look like it's moving across the screen, which we could see right here. So the x equals x plus Bitmoji speed is what I was talking about before. So you're changing the value of this x variable to the same variable plus this Bitmoji speed right here, which is basically this plus 1 to 5 every time it's being drawn. And then the rest of this is just, and obviously it's the same for the frog as well. Frog x equals frog x plus frog speed. It's just the frog variable, x variable, is equal to the frog variable plus 1 to 5 every time it's being drawn. And the rest of this code is just the shape, like all my shapes for the Bitmojis. What I did do though is I realized it was too big at first, so I just divided both all of the height and like the width by 2 instead of just going back and changing it all again. So I hope that's still fine. I had to change all the lines, of course, because you can't do that. There's no height or width parameter with a line. So that's my code, and it works very fine. And I won.